Gaming Mike here. I'm in with AC Gamer on the chat. We're going to do another episode of our Jolt Gamecast where we'll talk about some game news. Today we're playing Steep along with the chatter. So thanks for joining us.
That is the Jolt. Welcome to the Jolt. That is the name of the game, the Jolt.
That's right. And as we were just saying, we were talking about what was released last week. And it looks like Super Mario Run and Stardew Valley are the two big ones on my list from the last week. Super Mario Run is an iOS game, so I haven't been able to play it, unfortunately.
Yeah, same here.
Really too
Nintendo, they haven't said when the Android version will be coming out. Fortunately, they have said that there will be one. They just haven't said when.
Huh.
Which is too bad because people are just saying really good things about it.
Yeah, it looks like fun. It's like a side-scrolling runner game, but it's just endless Mario running, right?
Yep,
Isn't that
that's
the
what I've
gist?
heard is that it's Mario, but it's endless running.
Nice.
Oh, I crashed.
That's pretty fun. Yeah, this is a maximum G's drop that we have to do.
I wasn't sure what we were trying to do.
It's coming to smartphones 2016. Shigeru Miyamoto's all over it. I saw a funny video of him eating cake while playing it to show that you can play it one-handed. It was pretty cute. He's such an adorable old man.
I definitely need that video game I can play with one hand.
Yeah, while you eat cake.
Yep, while I eat cake.
See, the article I've got says it's bad news for Android users as the latest game in Mario franchise will not be coming to non-iPhone devices until 2017 at the earliest, so that's a bummer. Fixed release date not available at this moment in time. Nintendo has confirmed the title will not be making an appearance on the upcoming Nintendo Switch console, remaining solely on phones for the foreseeable future. So it's phone only, which is an interesting move from Nintendo, I think. Something different for them to try. How'd you get so many G's?
Because I'm an OG.
You're an OG.
You feel me?
Oh yeah. What were you about to say?
Well, I mean they saw the success of Pokemon Go and they're just like, let's do it again.
Yeah.
And it looks like this one is going to be another big success.
Well, and Nintendo had less of a stake, I think, in Pokemon Go than they probably would have liked. From what I understand of it, a lot of that money goes to Niantic and the other companies that are involved in the making, and they just got the rights to use those characters.
So I'm sure this time they're just like, we want all the cake.
Yeah.
We want all the cake, and we want to eat it with one hand.
We want to eat it with one hand while we play. Should be interesting, though. If I had an iPhone, I would definitely try it, but I don't, so too bad, I guess. And then what do you know about Stardew Valley, then? I have not heard much about it.
So Stardew Valley it's out now on PC, and this is a console release.
Okay.
And it's basically sort of like a farmer sim.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like a cutesy farmer thing. Like if you've ever played Harvest Moon,
yeah,
it's a bit like that.
Oh, Harvest Moon was good.
Yeah, so it's a top-down, like, pixel style game. So it looks like it's on Super Nintendo. And a lot of people enjoy it.
Nice.
It's basically you move to this new town because you're sick of your city life. You want to escape. And luckily your grandpa left you a farm in his will.
Nice.
So you move to Stardew Valley and you become a farmer.
Thanks, Grandpa.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Nice of him.
Hey, I gold medaled that hot air balloon, so I moved on to a different run, just so you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did like Harvest Moon a lot. That was a good game. Lots of fun.
Yeah, so it's in that wheelhouse
of
farm sims. They weren't released last week, but a couple games that came out this month that we didn't talk about last month last show was Dead Rising 4 is out. If you've ever played any of the Dead Rising games.
I haven't. What are those like? What kind of games are they?
So it's basically a zombie survival. Like usually how they work is you're in a world of like endless zombies. And the zombies are pretty easy to kill. Like but there's like just so many of them, so you can get overwhelmed pretty quickly. And you can like craft stuff to, make killing zombies even easier.
Nice.
And at the same time, you're trying to like find survivors and like recruit them to your party.
Yeah, okay. That sounds pretty good. I mean, the zombie games, there's a lot of them, but they can be pretty decent. I guess if it's Dead Rising 4, the series must be pretty popular then, though. Oh,
Yeah, I played the first one and it was pretty fun. You're
nice.
into that. The other big one was The Last Guardian.
Ah, The Last Guardian, right. Yeah, we neglected to talk about that. That game looks really fascinating. I've watched a few streams of it. It seems a bit slower paced as far as games go, but the premise is really interesting. You're this little kid that has that big pet guardian animal, right?
Yep.
I don't know much else about the
Yeah.
story other than that, though.
Well, it's a long-awaited game. It's kind of been in development for a few years.
Yeah.
It's the third game out of this sort of series made by this creator,
Oh, okay.
or this studio. The other two include Ico and Shadow of the Colossus, if you've ever heard of
I've
those.
heard of Shadow of the Colossus, not Ico. Are the three games related?
They say that they're like loosely related, but beyond that, they're kind of like standalone stories.
Huh.
But they feature like very similar gameplay,
Okay.
but kind of just different mechanics. Like Ico is kind of this adventuring, puzzle type game, if I remember right.
Okay.
And then Shadow of the Colossus is you have to defeat these giant monsters, and you do that by kind of like climbing on top of them. So it kind of shares that thing with Last Guardian where you're climbing on these big beasts,
Yeah.
kind of, platform style.
Huh. Weird. Yeah, it looks kind of strange, but a little fun. I mean, from the streams I've watched of it, it's pretty interesting stuff. And what else came out last? Or is there anything else we missed from before that? We didn't really talk about how
well,
this
little
game
game,
Steep is out.
yeah, Slope. Love this
Slope.
game.
AC Gamer went to the store asking for Slope, and the people didn't know what to tell him.
Yeah, no. For some reason in my head, that's what I thought the game was called.
Yeah. But Steep, speaking of which, is just fantastic. For those who haven't played it, I played the beta a few weeks back when it was open, and now I've got the full version, and I'm loving it. This game is so great. And the grouping, the multiplayer grouping is really wonderful, the way it's so seamless. And the way you can do these races with your friends, but you don't all have to be there at the same time to start. And you can just tear it up across these mountains. Really great.
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier and more convenient.
And the falls,
and then
man.
one more big game that came out was Super Mario Maker for the 3DS.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yep.
For the 3DS. I haven't played a portable Nintendo system in probably a decade and a half at least. Have you played that Mario Maker at all, though?
No, that one's on Wii U. I don't have one, but
Yeah.
I do have a 3DS, so
Huh.
maybe at the occasion.
I've seen a little bit. I've seen some streams of it, just a little bit. It never held my interest much, but it looks pretty interesting the way you can just create your own Mario levels, right?
Yeah.
And then challenge your
Yeah, and
friends
share
with
them.
That's pretty cool. That would be fun
Oh
to
man, you
try
picked a
out.
hard course.
Yeah. Yeah. Frozen face, extreme. So that was last
so
week.
that's pretty much what's been coming out, and since it's the end of the year, all the big releases are basically out. So
Yeah.
not too much until 2017.
Yeah. Ouch.
I'd say like the biggest thing that people are still waiting for, which comes out on the 20th, is Walking Dead Season 3,
Oh,
aka The New Frontier.
the Telltale games series.
Yep.
I need to get into those. Those look good. They do the Walking Dead series. They also have I think Game of Thrones and the Batman, right, from Telltale.
Yeah.
I've heard nothing but good about all of those games. I really need to try those.
Yeah, I played season 1 and 2 of Walking Dead,
Yeah.
and they're just as good as the TV show, if not better,
Nice.
as far as like good story and suspense.
Okay. Are you a pretty big fan of the show?
I'm okay on it.
Yeah.
I've kind of dropped out with
Yeah, I haven't been keeping up with it.
Get back into it.
Yeah, just one of those things, huh?
Yeah. Plus, a lot of stuff has been spoiled for me, so it's like, why bother?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's coming out. I usually with those, I like to wait until because they're episodic.
Yeah.
So I usually like to wait until all the episodes are out so I can binge them.
Okay. And
Like
they just released episodes at a time, like with those Telltale games, is what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Like they just released the last episode of the Batman one they did.
Oh, okay.
So I might be getting to that pretty soon.
How many episodes of that are there?
I think five or six is usually how they go.
Okay. Yeah, I also watched some streams of that Batman Telltale games, and it looked pretty solid story-wise. I don't know about gameplay or anything, but the story seemed really interesting. Oh, just ate it pretty hard.
Yeah. So I think besides that, let's check the list here. Not much else coming out. It's a lot of updates though. Like games are getting free DLC and the like.
Lots of holiday DLC. Let's see. Elder Scrolls did holiday DLC with their New Life Festival, which I played the other day, and it was plenty of fun. It's a nice tour of Tamriel where you visit the homelands of each race and learn how they celebrate the New Year. The New Life Festival is kind of like their New Year in Tamriel. So it's pretty interesting. You go around and do like different party type things. Like one of them you're performing in a castle, and another one you're lighting a bunch of signal fires around a town in honor of somebody that did that and saved the day. Like it was some good lore for that game, which is what I've always really liked about the Elder Scrolls games anyway, is the lore, and I had a lot of fun with it.
Getting cultured.
Yeah, getting the culture of Tamriel. I wish I could stop rolling down this hill right now. So that was one of the holiday DLCs. Let's see, what else? Overwatch, I think, has a holiday.
Overwatch had an update. They've had so far a Olympics holiday patch and then a Halloween one, and this latest one is Christmas.
Nice.
Which has a bunch of new skins and a brand new mode, which is basically a big snowball fight.
Oh, nice. Yeah, one of the things in Elder Scrolls was a mud ball fight. I had to go throw mud balls at people. Because that's a celebration, apparently.
Oh, cool. Final Fantasy 15 is getting a holiday update.
Oh, really?
Which I did not expect.
Huh. What are they doing with that?
It said a bunch of things, but one of the big things is there's going to be a carnival that you can go to.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and they didn't detail much about what's at the carnival, but that'll be apparently just one of the things on your map that you can go to.
Huh. That should be good. I need to really get going on the story with that game more. I'm still in Chapter 5, for crying out loud. I feel like I'm behind, even though it doesn't matter, since it's just me playing.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's yeah, I started to go whole hog into the story, so I'm on Chapter 8 right now, where I'm kind of in a brand new area, but it gives you the option that you can go back anytime.
Okay.
Well, you can go back whenever you go to a like whenever you go to sleep, basically.
Yeah. It lets
like
you go back.
You want to go. Yeah.
Huh. Okay. That's good to know.
And you keep all your stuff and all of your leveling.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, ow, ow. This run is rough, man.
Yeah, why'd you pick it?
I don't know.
Let me see what else entails this update. But yeah, it's starting to roll out they're going to be rolling out the new DLC, which are going to be kind of individual chapters for the characters.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I think the first one's supposed to be Gladio, isn't it? A DLC for Gladio's story. I guess, well, I read there's a part in the storyline where he like drops out for a minute and you don't see him for a little while, and it takes place during that.
Yeah, totally. And he comes back kind of like, well, he comes back with like a scar over his face, so like some shit went down.
Nice. Yeah, at least stuff happens to the characters in that game, you know? They're not just the same static people the whole way through. I like that about it.
They change.
Yeah. And let's see. Also,
yeah, so you get a ticket to a fun-filled carnival, and
oh,
apparently if you're
nice.
a season pass holder, you get some other bonuses.
Oh, bonuses for the season passers, huh? Well, good
Mm-hmm.
for them. Maybe I'll get one sometime. Let's see. And then Pokemon Go also announced some pretty big updates this last week.
It got some betas.
Yeah, they've
Some
introduced some of the baby
betas.
Pokemon like Togepi and Pichu and some others. You can only hatch them from eggs right now. You can't find them out in the wild, but it paves the groundwork for the additional 100 Pokemon from the Gold and Silver, I think. The Gold and Silver games,
Yep.
which I never played, so that's going to be a whole bunch of new Pokemon for me to try to find. I don't know anything about them, really. But that should be pretty interesting. I'm glad they're updating that game. It'll be interesting to see what that does to the player base, and I don't know how much people like it.
Right. You know, there's in our town there's a kind of near a city hall. There's that little park
Yeah.
where a lot of people playing Pokemon Go would gather.
All the people.
And I'll pass by it once in a while, and it's dwindled a bit.
Yeah.
You know, especially on like Friday nights. But
Yep.
who knows? Maybe this will get people back playing.
Yeah, it was always nice to walk by downtown there and see people gathered around, even if they were just playing a game on their phone. I like that about the game, the way it got people out and about.
Yeah, and we totally ran into people. It's just like, hey man, what are you doing? Oh, we're just playing Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon Go players are friendly as hell.
Yep, good people. They're like Canadians.
Like Canadians.
I
Exactly.
totally missed that last one.
Be careful.
Let's see, what else is on the agenda? We got a Battlefield 1 update.
Right? Let's see. Weapon nerfs
Includes,
spectator mode.
Oh, good for them.
Yeah, Battlefield 1 is one I
Um,
haven't played much, but it's a very popular game, so hopefully people are interested in the news about it. Let's see. Giant Shadow DLC will officially launch December 20th for the general public, but players who went all in on the titles by purchasing the premium pass got it on the 13th last week. So good for them. Another bonus for paying extra for the game, I guess. Let's see. When it comes to Battlefield 1 spectator mode, players will be able to watch a live match as an observer should they not want to take part in the action. And as an observer, fans can toggle between first and third person camera views, make use of a bird's eye view camera that provides a much wider look at the fight, and even utilize a free cam. Interesting. New battle mode. Alterations to the weapon's effectiveness also. Sounds like they nerfed some things. A couple things were too overpowered, I suppose.
yeah, with those types of games, there's always balancing that needs to be done.
Yeah. Interesting. Have you have you played that one? I'm not sure.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the first person
I do
shooters are
like
not usually my forte.
Same here for the most part. I like a good like a first person like story campaign based game.
Yeah.
Like I played I think I'm halfway through Doom,
Nice.
and it has a pretty good, you know, single player thing. I usually don't get into the multiplayer,
Yeah.
with the exception of Overwatch, because that's all it is multiplayer.
Yep.
But I like it because it's just the gameplay on that one is a lot of fun.
Huh. Yeah, I played.
Pretty dynamic.
I tried that Overwatch on the beta, briefly, very briefly, but it was decent for an FPS. But that's what it is for me.
Yeah.
I need a story to really enjoy a game. I think that's kind of how it's always been for me. When it's just running around shooting, it's not so much. But I mean, even here with Steep though, there's the mountain stories you can do, and I did a lot of those in the beta. I haven't really dug into them yet since I got the full release, but I really liked those. It was fun. I like them. They made characters out of the mountains, and then give you challenges to go and complete on the mountain. It's pretty funny.
Nice.
I like that about it.
Killing snowman.
Yeah, the snowman one is funny as hell. Wow, this track through the trees is ridiculous. I started a new race, going through the trees.
Let's see. Uncharted getting a new mode, looks like. Survival mode.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I got impaled by a rebar.
Ouch! What's that going to be like for Uncharted? Uncharted's more storyline type of game, right?
Yeah, it is. There is kind of a shooty, actiony component to it. So we'll see how that goes. Let me actually read the story, see what that's all about.
Bam! I just nailed the gold medal on that one.
Oh, well, aren't you the greatest?
You doing some paragliding up there?
No, well, I was switching to walking, but I accidentally landed on the paragliding as I switched to my laptop.
Nice. That's funny. Let's see. I'll find another run while you look that up.
Yeah.
Uncharted,
okay, so
they've also...
Like kind of your...
Go ahead.
So it looks like kind of your standard, survival mode, where you have waves of enemies coming after you and you have to survive, so...
Okay. Nice.
That could be fun. Sometimes the combat in that can get a little tense, because there's a lot of... you got to watch your ammo, because they don't start you off with a lot of ammo.
Yeah. Huh.
So that could be good.
And didn't Uncharted has that's the one with the spin-off game coming out too, right? Lost Legacy?
Yep.
Yeah, I watched the trailer, the 8-minute gameplay trailer for that, and it was looking pretty intense, actually. I really want to try that series out. Looks pretty fun.
Yeah, totally. I'm not sure if that's a DLC for number 4 or if it's like a standalone thing that you can download.
It was looking like it was its own game to me, but I'm not sure on the details of that. Maybe somebody in the chat or the comments knows. Be sure to let us know if you do. Correct our ignorance. Let's see, Uncharted, and then
Dishonored 2 is getting a brand new mode.
Nice. That game's your jam, huh?
I love that game.
How are you liking Part 2, the sequel that's come out?
I think it's pretty fun. I can't say I like if one is better than the other so far. Because I don't think I've seen everything that game has to offer. What the new game plus mode will offer is so you start the game out with 2 characters, or choosing 2 characters. You can play as Corvo from the first game, or his daughter Emily, who's a brand new character.
Okay.
And both of them have different powers. They have different power sets.
Okay. Corvo's got the teleportation, right?
Yeah, they both kind of do. They both kind of have their own form of teleportation. Like Emily's she has like this weird like hand that reaches out, and you can grab ledges to like pull yourself up.
Oh wow!
Or you can grab enemies and fling them around.
Nice. That sounds pretty fun.
Yeah, and Corvo, he has like some time manipulation stuff. Like he can stop time and like mess with people. But
nice.
What the update will do is you can have all the powers, access to every power.
Oh. God mode.
Yeah, basically. You'll be like super duper overpowered. But, just more ways to cause chaos.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I watched your streams when you were streaming the first one of that, and the story was pretty good. I liked it. I didn't finish it. I need to go back and watch the rest of that and get the rest of that story, because I don't know that I'll be getting that game anytime soon, but I liked the story from what I saw.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. The second one story is it's a lot similar, but there are still a lot of cool places that it takes you.
Nice.
All right, what else? More updates.
There's Grand Theft Auto 5 came out with
that's right.
Yet another free DLC update, which they just keep cranking them out. It's pretty incredible the way they'll just
it's just one after the other, huh?
Yeah, but this one is import export. It lets you, if you're a CEO of a corporation in that game, It looks like you can start stealing and dealing luxury vehicles. It's, I guess, an upgrade of one of the other DLCs that allowed you to build those corporations. And then,
Right.
I don't know, it gives you, looks like a new executive garage to hold more vehicles. You can get some really rare, federally prohibited special vehicles, it says here. Interesting. Capable of streamlining your corporate misdeeds. Yeah, nice. The suite of unlawful offerings has expanded in your executive office desktop. Purchase vehicle warehouses, below board properties to store, mod, and export cargo. Then boost vehicles from throughout Los Santos and Blaine County to fill your new property. Nice. Nice. Yeah, they just keep adding stuff to that game, and I really need to get back playing it some more than I have been. I really haven't played it in a couple months.
That's kind of the main complaint, especially with this DLC that I've heard, is there's an article on Kotaku that was saying, like, it's a pretty cool DLC, but in order to really benefit from it, you have to be rich, and you have to have played a lot of the other stuff and, have money.
Yeah, but that, I mean, it kind of makes sense. That's the people that are playing the game that much are the ones that are running out of stuff to do, so it makes some sense to cater to them as opposed to new players that are just starting the game, because they've already, the new players have all that other DLC to get through anyway, not to mention the main storyline of that game, which is pretty involved, and I don't know how many hours it took me to get through it, but it's a good long storyline for a game. It's a lot of content in that game, a lot. And the way they do the online mode for free is pretty incredible.
Plus they do the stuff like the Tron bikes that everybody can play.
Yeah, and they just did the biker update recently that looked pretty cool. I haven't even tried it yet. Holy shit. I just hit a major jump and it's gonna hurt. Oh. Ouch. I just landed hard.
Maybe the Tron bikes is one we can do for the Jolt.
That'd be good. Yeah, that would be fun to get on there. Those the Cunning Stunts, I think, was the last DLC I played on that game, and it was really fun. Those races they came up with, all those courses they added to the game, those were great. I had a lot of fun with those.
All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh, okay. Last thing on the list, it looks like, is the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Is going to be going on a world tour next month.
World tour?
That's
what does
right.
that mean?
That means they're going to be visiting places where you can actually play it.
Oh, nice. When does the Switch release? Do you know?
March. Let's see what the exact date is. Oh, don't even have it in your story. I'll look for it, but on January 12th is Nintendo's doing a big press conference that they're streaming online. That's supposed to be talking, everything about the Switch, the games, stuff you can do with it. We've only gotten like a little peek from that little trailer and Jimmy Fallon of all places.
Yeah. Should be good though. It's always nice when Nintendo's coming out with a new console. That's exciting. I'm excited to see what they do with it.
Yeah, this could be one I want to get. I skipped out on the Wii U.
Yeah. Well, the commercial tells me that if I get a Nintendo Switch, then I'll be invited to more rooftop parties where people like to play video games. So that's pretty exciting.
Obviously. Yeah. The from the looks of the commercial, and they haven't officially announced it, but Skyrim, you can play Skyrim on it.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah. And that's actually kind of why I held out on getting Skyrim for PS4, because I felt like getting back into that game because I've never completed it.
Oh yeah, it's a big game.
Yeah, there's so much stuff to do. So if I can get a portable version, that'd be rad.
Hell yeah. Take it to work with you.
Yep, so they haven't said much about the games that are coming out besides that. The new Zelda is going to be definitely on it.
Yeah.
Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Oh, I haven't played a Zelda game in so long. I haven't played a Zelda. I never played Majora's Mask. I haven't played since Ocarina of Time, actually. A Zelda game, which is, now that I say that out loud, Yeah, that's
Zelda's.
sad. That'd be cool
Well,
if on the
I
Switch
got a GameCube.
they
You can
released
borrow
some.
it if you want.
Yeah, maybe I should. It'd be cool if they released
Um,
some old Zelda games though for the Switch and did some backwards compatibility or something, or let you
oh
download it
yeah,
like
well
some of the
you can
systems.
do that with like the Wii. Like I have
Oh, really?
Majora's Mask on the Wii. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, I found a snow park. I haven't been to
Oh,
this one.
I'm gonna join you. Yeah. What else? There's rumors that they're going to announce a new Mario title for the Switch.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you'd think so.
Kind of the way a Mario 64 series.
Yeah.
And then the other one that people figure is coming out is a game called Ukulele,
Ukulele.
which they recently said was canceled for the Wii U.
Huh.
So have you ever heard of Banjo-Kazooie?
Yeah.
So this is sort of like the spiritual successor to that game because they're not making another Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah. They've gone with
So
ukulele
basically
instead.
basically all the creators they got on the creators of the original game. They got on Kickstarter
Oh, nice.
to say, yeah, we want to make this game that is basically Banjo-Kazooie, even though we can't call it Banjo-Kazooie because we don't own the rights to that game anymore.
Yeah. Too bad, so sad.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. That's been a big trend on Kickstarter is these video game creators who have basically kind of lost the rights to the games that they made
Yeah.
because they no longer work for those companies, but going on Kickstarter and kind of just, saying, hey, we want to make a game kind of in the vein of this, old one that we made.
Yeah, and it works out, which is nice. I like that about it. I mean, if the fans are there, why not,
Yeah.
Why not do that?
They did that with Mighty Number 9, which was made by one of the creators of Mega Man. There's one. There's supposed to be a Castlevania type game by one of the creators of Castlevania.
Ooh, nice. That would be fun. I'd love to see another Castlevania game. I love those. I love that series.
So, yep, that seems to do it for everything on our list.
Yeah.
Anything else you can think of?
It's okay news. Well, if there's anybody in the chat or anybody watching from the future that wants to leave comments on the kinds of games they're interested in, the sort of news they want to hear on a show like this, be sure to let us know. Always appreciate the feedback.
I guess we could talk about games that are supposed to be coming out, the first quarter of
yeah, I was just pulling up a list.
2017.
I just pulled up a list of games that are coming out soon. It looks like for
The ones
PS4.
I could think of off the top of my head are we're going to be getting the new South Park game.
Oh, nice. The fractured but whole.
Yeah. Which I'm excited for. I played the first one, and that game is awesome. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I never played it, but I've heard it's a pretty good game and also hilarious, like South Park. Which I haven't followed that show for a while, but I did like it.
It's like getting another South Park movie.
Nice. Yeah, that South Park movie was great, actually. That South Park movie is my favorite episode of South Park, I think. A couple games coming out for PS4. Looks like Shantae Half Genie Hero. It's a belly dancing, hair whipping HD adventure from Way Forward, makers of DuckTales Remastered, Adventure Time, and Contra 4. Wow. You can be a belly dancer.
The Shantae games.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Any good?
They're like they're pretty fun actually. They're kind of like old style pixel art type games.
Nice.
Kind of platforming side scroller. And you can get like unlock different powers.
You can't get over that jump though. I was spectating.
No, if only I was a half genie hero, I could do it.
Looks like also PS4. And these are that Shantae is release date December 20th. So that's what this week.
Soon.
That's 2 days from now. Also December 20th, there's Wild Guns Reloaded. Annie has tracked down a famed bounty hunter Clint to get revenge on the Kid Gang. With 8 stages, each with 3 zones, there's plenty of bad robots to blast away. Looks like kind of an Old West, like a Westworld type, but more cartoony, from what I'm seeing here. Cowboys and robots. It's like a whole genre almost these days.
Cowboys and robots, yeah.
Yeah.
Almost like there's a really popular show that's broadcasting now about cowboys and robots.
Yeah, seriously. And then, let's see. I had another one for PlayStation 4. Subject 13, an adventure game in the greatest tradition. Its scenario transports the player to a universe full of secret caches and mechanisms that the player must discover, analyze, and activate. He will have to collect items to make good use of them to progress in the story. All right. Interesting. Subject 13. Hadn't heard of that, but that's also December 20th. So there's 3 games for the PS4 alone this week. That's good. Let's see. We got a question in the chat from Gary Lyle about when's Full Throttle coming out. They're doing that Full Throttle remaster. I've heard about it. I'm looking right now to see if I can find out when it comes out.
It just said early 2017. I don't know if they have the release date yet, but...
There's an update on this article that says a Double Fine representative told Polygon that Full Throttle Remastered is scheduled for a 2016 release. So they're running out of time. Yeah, if that's the case, it's going to be soon.
Nice.
That's an article from December 5th, but it looks like it was updated to include that at some point.
Sounds like it'll be one of those sleeper hits, just like, guess what, it's out, go play it.
Yeah, could be.
And I'll definitely be one of the people playing it. I love that game.
Nice.
I played through that game so many times as a kid.
Yeah, that's one I haven't played. And let's see. It looks like for Xbox One, that Shantae and Subject 13 are also releasing December 20th. And they've also got a couple others. Crypt of the Serpent King doesn't have much of a description, so I don't know much about that. That's on December 21st. And Momonga Pinball Adventures, a unique pinball game where you bounce through different worlds. So that one looks like it has a cute little squirrel character on it. That's Xbox. Releases this week. And then let's see. PC looks like it has a few things, quite a few things, on December 19th and 20th and 21st. Actually, a really long list. Guys, the stuff we're talking about, we do have links in the description of the video after the show, so be sure to check there if you want to read up more on this. But just a few coming out on PC. It looks like Grab the Bottle, Wanderland, Juno's Darkest Hour, VR, the Anime Girls Method, Happy Room, Downward, Mass Exodus. Wow.
That sounds like an adult game.
Yeah. Behind the Memory. Oh, here's one. Smash Party VR. Also sounds pretty adult. A Demon's Game, Episode 1. Megatron. Child of Alt. Sanctuary VR. Wow. Lots of stuff on PC. Binary Trigger. Escape the Bunker. That's all just on the 19th. That's just for the 19th this week. Releasing on PC.
I think a lot of those are kind of a lot of self-published games released on Steam.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, if you can make a game, you can pretty much get it on Steam.
Nice. That's the way of it. But yeah, I think that covers it for major upcoming releases, eh? Oh, just crashed into the wall.
Yeah, the only big ones I can think of that are incoming for this next year are Ubisoft's For Honor, which is kind of a competitive action, knights versus Vikings versus samurais.
Oh wow. Yeah, that could be cool.
And I've been seeing previews of that, and that looks pretty neat. I think the next big one for PlayStation comes out in February, and that's Zero Dawn Horizon.
Oh, nice.
I may have gotten that wrong. Have you heard of that one?
I've heard of Zero. Yeah, I've heard of it, but I don't know much about it.
So apparently, the main character is this woman living in kind of this post-apocalyptic world where, humans have kind of gone back to, hunter-gatherer.
Oh, nice.
Tribal, civilization, and there are a bunch of creatures like dinosaurs that are like technological, like they're like robot dinosaurs basically.
Oh no. Robot dinosaurs?
Yeah. Your robot dinosaurs are after you, and you can kill them and use their parts to like craft new weapons and like.
Nice.
So, if you look at previews of that one, like it looks really good. Like the graphics.
Yeah. Yeah, Tricky in the chat says it looks amazing. Sounds pretty excited about it too.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that's one to look out for.
Nice. Well, that's pretty cool.
Yep. And yeah. Anything else? Think we got
No,
a hit?
yeah, I think that's pretty good. There's a look at the upcoming games for you. If there's anything you guys are excited about, be sure to let us know either in the chat or on the comments if you're watching from the future. Always good to know what people are excited for, I think. But yeah, I think that probably wrap it up. Got through all our news items that we wanted to do, didn't we?
Yep.
Cool. Well, I'd like to say thanks to everybody in the chat for playing along, for participating and chatting with us while we were doing our show today. We're calling it Jolt. It's a game cast about game news where we play a game and talk about the game news. Pretty simple premise. It's also available as an audio podcast on SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/MrMichaelK. That's my username on pretty much everything. So you can find it there in audio format if you're looking for a podcast to fill time, during the week when you can't watch an actual YouTube stream of some video games. You can always listen to us there. And we'll be doing it weekly. We'll probably take next week off as it is Christmas. And then it's New Year's the week after that, also on Sunday. So maybe if we can work the scheduling out, maybe we can do a Saturday show instead of Sunday next week or the week after, just to keep it going.
Yeah, that's doable.
Okay. Sounds good. Anyway, thanks for watching, you guys. Be sure to let us know what you think and what you're looking forward to and what you want to see some more of on the show. And I suppose we'll catch you next time. Hey?
Hey.
Sounds
Goodbye.
good.
I love you.
Bye-bye. Let's see if I can hurry and... Actually, I'm going to finish this run. I'm going to finish this run on the wingsuit as a closer. I'm flying down the mountain anyway. And I don't want to push...
We still got to do our stunt where we start on opposite peaks.
Oh, yeah.
And then
fly into each other
in midair.
Yeah. No, we need to try that for sure. This mountain
That might take us a while, but I think we can do it.
Hey, I got through that pipe in the dam yesterday. All it takes is determination and practice. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys want to see that, also, I was playing Steep yesterday with Tricky, I Know, and AC Gamer here, and we were messing around at the dam, and I flew through the pipe on the dam. It was pretty great. There's a video on my page for that. But I've crashed, so I'm going to stop the stream. Thanks for joining. Bye-bye.
Au revoir.